ready to match the stars. Edward Asner, Brett Summers, Gary Berghoff, Marcia Robb, Richard Dawson, and Patty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rivers.
Ready? Yeah, I'm a clothes horse. Thank you. He got me right in the eye. Is everyone ready?
Moby Dick.
Shall we dispense with the amenities?
Oh, yes, let's.
Well, we say, come back, Charles Nelson Riley, whoever you are. Should we just say that and then press on? Okay. Let's say hello to Terry Donath and Barbara Chrysler.
Hi.
How much money have you won?
5,600.
You've won 5,600. What are you going to do with that money, Terry?
I'm going to spend it.
Sensible fellow. All right. And Barbara, you had your first round question?
I blew it.
And you blew it?
Yeah.
Well, they could have blown it. They blew it? That's very charitable of you to say that. But you have another shot at it, and we'll see how this game progresses after these messages.
It's a new day.
Good to have you here. Ready to play?
With a new lineup.
I'm gonna cut it up.
It's Buzzer's Morning Eye Opener, featuring some of your favorite shows.
Would you be considered a comic?
Yes! Set your alarm
You bet you're a bippy.
for Buzzer's weekday mornings. Weekdays starting at 8, right here on Buzzer.
For Terry, this is all yours. The sculptor said. He said, for $10,000, I will carve your likeness out of marble. For $1.98, I'll carve your likeness out of blank. For $1.98, your likeness out of blank.
Hi, Aunt.
Hello there.
See your lining?
What's that?
Can we see your lining?
Would you like to see my lining?
Uh-huh.
Here's it. One look at the lining. Boing!
Let me see
Not
your
the lining of your
like to
coat.
see
I
my
want to
lining?
see your lining.
Oh, not the lining. Oh, my lining.
I mean, now you've thrown me off. I'll carve your likeness.
I'm just doing
Carve
shtick.
yes, I know you are, sweetheart.
I'll carve your likeness out of blank for $1.98.
For a dollar. Oh,
$10,000, carve your likeness out of marble. $1.98, carve your likeness out of blank.
got it.
Oh, my goodness, life is difficult. All right, here we go. Terry, what? The sculptor said, for $10,000, I will carve your likeness out of marble. Now, for $1.98, I'll carve your likeness out of
Soap.
soap. Okay? There were many choices here, Edward.
Ain't it the truth?
He chose soap. You took another course, I take it.
From you?
From him.
Oh, yes. I figured that if he didn't like it, he could eat it, so I made it out of peanut butter.
Oh, that would be difficult. You'd have to keep it cold and refrigerated, but it would make an interesting sculpture, wouldn't
We
it?
do it at home all the
Oh, you
time.
do?
Yes.
It'd stick to the roof of your one. What do you say?
Oh, I don't know. I just wasn't too crazy about that question, and maybe this. I mean, it's just too. Life is too hard.
Well,
I
just
said
hold it.
carve his likeness out of gum.
That's dumb.
I couldn't think.
Gum is dumb.
I just.
Gum is dumb, right? Yes.
As Charles would say, for comedy relief, silly putty.
We have gum and silly putty and all kinds of things. What do you say? She says, he says soap.
There's a wonderful Woody Allen joke where he carves the likeness of the deceased out of potato salad.
Potato salad. Little inside there, but so far. It's 4 different answers so far, Terry. You've gotten.
I don't feel so bad
Now,
about
he's
gum
looking.
now.
Soap is what he wants, Richard.
I'd love to hear that wonderful Woody Allen story. Do you know it?
He's really going to give me trouble, isn't he?
I said son of silly putty.
Silly putty. Silly putty. Now, a little soap for the man, huh?
I'm all washed up. I said soap.
Oh! One for you. Look at that. Now, Barbara, we go to round 2.
I'll take B.
B. Gotcha. Everybody plays.
Okay.
and no one matched in the first round.
What do you mean?
Harvey, everybody plays.
I thought Betty matched.
No, not in the first round. For Barbara, this is Barbara's question.
I see.
You see. I'll run the show, okay? All right. Did I tell you how to edit the TV show? No. Okay. Harvey the pickpocket doesn't use his hands. No, instead, he picks your pocket with his blank.
I know the answer.
The dumplings.
Starring Marcia Rod's ex-friend, Jimmy Cogo.
Jimmy Coco, right?
Wonderful friend.
Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Newberry.
The Newberries. No, I gave it The Office.
He's been promoted to manager, haven't you, Richard?
Yes. MASH and MTM. Okay, here we go. Terry, you ready? Oh, I beg your pardon, Barbara. This is yours. You don't want this question, do you?
No.
Harvey the pickpocket doesn't use his hands. Instead, he picks your pocket with his
Feet?
feet. All right, the opposite. I think if I were playing, I'd say feet. It's kind of a difficult question, but feet, the opposite of hands. What did you say?
Have you looked at your feet lately?
Well, I have very good dexterity, mobility in my
I
toes.
noticed you in the trees the other night. That's
Yes.
true. But being on this show is such a wonderful treat. You learn new words all the time. And earlier in the week, Brett introduced me to a new one, so I felt that the pickpocket would have picked the pocket with his
Wawa.
Yes. That's not a match?
No,
Oh.
because there is no such word. It's totally esoteric.
Oh.
Now, what do you say?
I say I've made the reservation.
Oh, good.
I said we wouldn't be there later than 9:15.
Okay,
Is that all right with Helen?
that's splendid.
Okay. It's a wrap. I'm so disappointed in myself. I said teeth.
Teeth. That'd be more difficult than feet. Toes are tough. What do you say?
The only man in the world with a known case of athlete's mouth. I also said teeth.
Teeth. So you have two teeth. Barbara's looking for the answer. He picks your pocket with his feet. What do you say?
Surely feet and toes are the same.
What do you say? There's one for Barbara. How does he operate? Tell us.
I got this great Woody Allen, I said teeth, I'm sorry, Bob.
With teeth. Okay. And you.
Well, see, the problem is, and I think it's probably the same with Brett, we haven't seen our feet since we were about 12. So I
So, Barbara, that's one for you. At this moment, we have a tie score. When we come back from this commercial, Terry, you'll have your shot at it. All you have to do is match one celebrity to win. Now, let's see how this game turns out after this. Got the whole row back there. All right, where are we here? Middle of round two. All right, now it's up to you, Terry. Tie score. Everyone except Betty White will participate, and all you have to do is match one to win. Here we go. Cindy said, last night I went out with a policeman. As soon as we got to his apartment, he put me up against the wall and blanked me.
I got it. What was your, was it, now who was this, Sylvia?
Cindy.
Cindy.
Last night I went out with a policeman. As soon as we got to his apartment, he put me up against the wall and blanked me. All right.
I got it.
Okay, here we go. Terry. Cindy said, last night I went out with a policeman. As soon as we got to his apartment, he put me up against the wall and blanked me.
Frisk.
Frisk. One is all we need to win the game. That's all he needs. One frisky policeman. This suspense is killing me. Frisk wins the game. What do the rest of you have? Frisk, Frisk, Frisk. Okay. Congratulations, buddy. You did it again. Now, Terry, picked up another $100. You got $5,700, and we'll take a moment here to untangle ourselves and say goodbye to Barbara of Chrysler, a real pleasure
I had a
meeting you.
very nice time.
Thank
I
you.
really
Good
did.
luck to you and your
Goodbye.
husband in the medical profession. Barbara of Chrysler got many gifts for you. Bye. You put her husband through school? Terry, as I said, you got the 5,700, and you're going to have a go at another over 5,000 here. And we'll begin, shall we? We polled a recent studio audience. We got their best response to this blank fox. Now, the answer they gave most often, remember, is worth $500 if you match it. If you match that next one, you get $250. The bottom one gets you $100. Now, let's pick some celebrities here and get some responses.
Richard Dawson.
The well-known German peacemaker, the Desert Fox.
The Desert Fox, Erwin Rommel. That's right. Okay, there's one.
Betty White.
Well, it's not spelled like that, but I have a hunch they might say Red Fox.
Okay. He's a double X Fox, isn't he?
Yes,
Is
he's
he
a
a double X Fox?
A redheaded fox.
Yes. Oh, yes, right.
Edward.
Oh, well, I would also think that there would say some people that would remember Brer Fox.
Brer Fox. In the Briar Patch. Yes, I remember.
Who was Brer Fox?
Brer Fox. He was at...
Uncle Remus's.
What's that?
Mrs. One Wiggins of Uncle Cabbage Remus's Patch. friends.
I thought that was
Mrs.
Brer
Wig's
Rabbit.
Cabbage Patch.
Wiggly.
Mrs. Wiggly? Really? Well, whatever it
Brer
was.
Fox, Brer.
Anyway, we got
Brer,
Brer
Brer,
Fox, Desert Fox, and Red Fox. Now, you can choose one of those if you want, or give us one of your own.
Red Fox.
Red Fox is the one we're looking for. Let's find out if Red Fox is up there. Red Fox, you rascal, are you under the $100 response?
That's what I was going to say.
Who would say that?
I was going to say that.
You were going to say that?
That's right. That's my
20th
studio.
Century Fox. Okay. All right. It didn't even cross my
I was
mind.
going to say MGM Fox.
What we want is Red Fox. Let's see if it's under the $250 response.
Sly as a
Oh, man, that's Sly in the Family Stone.
Yes, Sly and the Family Stone. Right. Okay. Now, Red Fox, you rascal. Reveal yourself. Red Fox. Okay, buddy, you did it again. Now you got 6,200. Remember, when you win the 500, that means you play for 10 times that amount, or 5,000. Now, to collect, you got to match one. Time to choose one. Which one will it be?
Betty White.
Okay, Betty White.
She's
All
not
right.
a young woman, you know.
I know.
Twice in a row is
Nor
too
will
tricky
one.
for her.
Well, all right. No, you had good luck with Red Fox with her. Just swing around here toward me a little bit. Fine, thank you. And here we go. This is worth $5,000. Concentrate now on Betty White and what she's thinking about. Blank truth. Truth. Blank truth. All right, Terry, she's finished. Now we call on you for an answer which you think will match hers. What do you say to that? Blank truth.
To tell the truth.
To tell the truth. That's another famous Goodson Todman show. I was just on it a couple of weeks ago and had a usual good time. Let's see if your ESP is correct with Betty. He says to tell the truth will match her for 5,000.
And I was brainwashed by Goodson Todman all my life. In God's truth, I said to tell the truth.
You got $11,200. What about that?
Very happy.
Good. And while he's being very happy about his $11,200, we hope you'll be happy with these messages.
Today's consolation prizes are Hager double knit slacks in temporary styling with a comfortable fit. They're machine washable in a wide range of beautiful colors and patterns. Hager double knit slacks. And a crystal candy dish and Sophie made peanut brittle, the good old-fashioned favorite. You can still buy it for just peanuts. And Nesco's Potluck 6-quart slow cooker, a real energy saver for slow or fast cooking by Nesco, a division of the Hoover Company. Well, soon it'll be Valentine's Day. Are you going to give your wife a blank? Maybe Gene Rayburn will give you an idea when Match Game 76 returns in 1 minute.
Our stars are on call, and our host is on set because these blanks ain't gonna fill themselves. The Match Game Mini Marathon continues next.
Hello,
Attention.
Melinda Potter. How are you?
Fine.
Where are you from?
Ruidoso, New Mexico.
Uh-huh. And are you married?
I've been married 10 years and have a 5-year-old son named Chad.
That worked out okay, didn't it?
Yeah, I was in the water.
Underwater?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Now this lady was on once before. She may look familiar to you.
Look familiar.
Yeah. And there was a possibility that there might have been some little irregularity. And just to be fair to her, we said, well, heck, let's bring her back. Have another shot at it. So here she is. Good luck, Melinda. As a challenger, you have a choice here.
B, please.
B, here we go.
Did you give her that old dodge about I can get you back on the show?
No, absolutely.
He was
not.
the irregularity.
And not the little one either.
Now listen to this. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy love dogs so much, they named their new son blank. They love dogs. Named their new son blank.
So much.
Right. They really loved dogs. Very good.
Thank you.
Right.
I catch on. You know, it takes about 3 years.
Melinda Potter. Did you listen to that? I'll do it one more time. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy love dogs so much, they named their new son blank. What do you say?
Rover.
Rover is good. Good. She's given the traditional dog's name that we all remember from our childhood, Rover the dog. Spot the dog, see Rover run, see Spot run. What do you say?
You want me to write one of those down?
No. Oh. You were supposed to have written one down, similar to that. Rover, hopefully, according to Melinda.
Is everything all right at home?
Yes, everything's just fine.
I thought that, the son could easily have been called one of the names you suggested.
Spot. Very good. Very good answer. Rover and Spot are two good choices. Brett, give us another good choice.
Did you say everything was all right at home?
Mm-hmm.
You told me your wife didn't understand you.
No, I never said that. I never said that.
I said Lassie. I'm sorry.
Now
I
listen,
thought that-
Brett.
It's a
Hold on.
I was going to
You
say
must
Betty, but
Listen to me. Their new son.
Lassie was a boy dog. She passed herself off as a girl.
She's right. Now, when she's right, she's right.
Yes, but Lassie is the girl's name,
I
isn't it?
know. Lassie is a dog's
What do
name
you
who was
say?
a male.
Don't get me involved.
Okay.
Lassie was a...
I love showbiz. My life.
Come on, Gary. Give us your answer.
He's about time
Get us out of
one
this.
of us matches with her. I
What?
said Rover.
Rover. There you go. Now, Marcia, it's up to you. Give us your dog.
Oh, it's another popular name. Fido.
Fido would be another. Fido, Spot, Rover. All good choices. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy love dogs so much they named their new son Rover, according to Melinda Potter.
I was going to say Alpo.
Alpo.
I said Rover.
Rover. She's doing very well. That's two for her.
I thought I had the obvious answer. I had champion Belmont's Rambling Rose out of Thorny Buck, but it didn't. No, nobody else said it. Spot.
Spot. Okay. So that's two for you, which is not bad at all for a first rounder, is it there, Terry? Oh, no. Okay. Here's Terry's first rounder. At the wedding, the groom didn't have a car, so the guests painted "Just Married" on his blank. Groom didn't have a car, so the guests, they painted "Just Married" on his blank.
That woman should have left him. What do you mean he didn't have a car?
Didn't have a car.
What'd she marry him for in the first place?
Well, I
How
don't
were
know.
they
You
to get
figured it.
about?
Tell us about it on that blue card you've got there.
Boy, is that the
He
one that
painted
asked.
"Just Married" on what?
On his blank.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right.
Oh,
Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Everybody ready? Hello, Terry. At the wedding, the groom didn't have a car, so the guests painted "Just Married" on his
buttocks. Pants of the buttocks, that's what I mean.
The buttocks is a small animal
No,
found
it
in
is
South
not.
America.
No.
He says it like it's two words.
Yeah, buttocks. Well, he didn't want us to misunderstand him. He said buttocks.
What does that mean?
That means on his pants, across the back of his bottom there.
So that was the best man's name, buttocks.
Is that the
What?
is
Speak
that
up.
is that the same place as the Tushy?
That's the same place. That's very good.
Thank you.
Very offensive answer. But you got kind of an answer there.
This could be a match.
Let's see. No, it's not a match. Ride does not match. Ride does not match. Gary?
You should. The one she had before this was Zsa Zsa Gabor's sisters.
Oh, that's terrific.
No, well, we may have to have a conference here. He didn't have a car, right?
Right.
So he couldn't tie anything to it. So I said they painted on his cans.
No.
Okay.
No match there. Now you, Marcia.
Well,
Show and tell.
I think, would you buy tails as
No match there. And Richard says?
Derriere.
Derriere with a good picture there. Another match. And Betty? Derriere. Very good. There's another one. So at this moment, middle round 1, 3-2. Now this message for you. See you next time, too. You will all show up.
Where?
Here.
Oh,
same place.
Show up and show off.
Are we on?
did you finish my car yet?
No, your car will be ready next Thursday. We're going to do a wall job
But the
on it.
transmission
Yes.
will be ready Friday.
Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye for Match Game
Bye-bye.
76. Join us next time. Goodbye. Dumplings, Mary Tyler Moore, and Nash.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 76, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of the CBS stations.